Hi guys, a lot of people have asked me how to beat this particular mission, so we're going to go ahead and play it. This is the Confederate Story Mission Part 2, or Campaign Mission, and as you can see here, one of the things that's very important in beating the mission is being able to get through that first part of the battle without losing too many men. Grant's going to be attacking us here, and actually our cannons are now focused at him. I'm actually going to take Caleb off this ship and try to focus on Grant if I can as well. But he might just continue firing at the battery, and that's actually okay. I think we can still hold Grant back. So what I'm probably going to do is bring Siegfried from here, and unless the enemy starts attacking me on that flank, I don't think there's a reason to keep him there, although we do get a defensive bonus from hanging out at the fort. So we're going to go ahead and just move him forward here. You see there's like an open gap. Should give us some firepower. A little bit at least, and it looks like Caleb is actually firing at that position. So this is a tough mission, without a doubt. You have to hold this fort. You can't save the game, so there's no saving. I mean, you can save the game after this battle, but since this is the introductory battle, it's not possible, and I admit, it is really hard. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to try to fire at Grant with Siegfried. Don't forget, since we're going to have this reinforcing unit, he should be able to hold off the Union charge. This is usually what gets me in this battle, is a massive Union charge. So what I'm actually going to do is I am going to countercharge with my own men, and I'm going to countercharge with these men too. And usually this works out. We're going to have to see if it actually will this time. Now, we just got our reinforcements. We really want to try to bring them into the battle as soon as possible. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to bring them in. You can see our guys are charging into Brook. We have the uphill advantage since we're on the fort, but of course we are leaving the safety of our walls, and we can see that Grant's already running. And now we're going to take this guy, Cable and Merritt, and they can get some really strong shots here on the enemy. Of course, I don't want my guy to get hurt, so I'm probably going to move him back a little bit. But like I said, just keep looking down here and keep setting in any reinforcing units you get, because you need to get them there in an orderly fashion. So here we go, guys. You can see that, sorry about that. Still a lot of enemy units over here, and what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to run right back into the fort. Sometimes this doesn't work. If there's no time, I will just continue the charge sometimes. In this case, that's probably what we're going to have to do, and we may need to end up pulling back anyway. So let me go ahead and fall back, and hopefully he falls back directly into the fort. In fact, we're going to send Kemper into the fort here. And they might get involved in close combat, but that's okay. The longer we can keep them busy, the better. That means it gives us time to actually bring forward our men to deal some damage to these guys before they capture the fort itself. So Kemper is definitely trying to get here. We did manage to rout Terry. So as you can see, that downhill charge causes a lot of confusion in these Union lines. And that's one of the only ways I've managed to hold the fort in this battle and get a victory. So we got Terry. It looks like Siegfried's going to run back in the perfect area. We're continuing to fire with our cannons, but we also need to take out that ship. We can't totally ignore that ship, the Ironclad. So we're moving Allen up. Not too many men in Allen's brigade. As you can see, you don't get really many reinforcements. You've got to make do with what you have. So I'm going to try to get him over here in the best position in terms of cover. And we're going to do the same with Canfield. So far, thankfully, we don't need any supplies, and we also have a supply wagon in the fort. And look at that, Siegfried is ready to fight again. He's going to probably try to take Kemper's position, and I might try to get him into this position right here, but I'm not sure if he's going to get there in time. As you can see, even Battle is ready to continue fighting. They're really trying to break through, because if they get through the fort, I believe they pretty much win. In fact, this might be a little glitch, a little game glitch. Well, maybe not. There we go. All right, so we're actually going to try to take Kemper's position over here. Okay, guys, Allen is arriving. So I really want him to flank fire on the units attacking the fort. We may have no choice but to hit Terry. I'm actually going to go ahead and run with Allen a little bit. Why did he have to do that? That was unnecessary. We're going to fire on Schirmer, excuse me. Or Brook. Either one would be pretty useful. So let me hit Brook here. You know, Burnham is going to run right past us. I'm not even going to pay attention to him. We're just going to keep on moving, and at this point I'm hoping this will relieve the pressure and allow us to get a victory. So I'm going to move Kemper forward again. Schirmer is a serious problem, as you can imagine, but the main goal is to get them back into that defensive formation. Usually if you let them charge on that first charge, they're going to get right through, and you're going to lose the battle. So there we go, Allen. And shit, I was going to say don't attack Burnham, but it looks like he's going to try to steal my supplies. We can't have that. So let me actually focus on Burnham just temporarily here. Give him one nice volley here. I don't need him stealing my supplies. That's thievery, I tell you. We could also bring Barney over here to deal with Terry. And I'm actually going to see if I can fire at Shermer from this position here. Really just anything to lower the amount of men in that unit. Alright, nice. I think Burnham is going to take off here pretty soon. One more shot from Canfield, and yeah, he's going to rout. We'll keep moving. I don't really want to charge. In fact, I'll just move up. We could try to charge with Allen, but I'm assuming that's also not the brightest idea. Let's just try and use our advantage over here on this side to continue damaging the enemy. And I want to hit Terry too. He's right in front of the fort. I don't like that. But I think it's more important to actually just get 2 units here, increase that maximum firepower, and also look at that. We put Kemper in a much better position now. So I don't know if this is going to help you. We'll see if I get a victory. But this is what helped me get past the second mission in the Confederate campaign. Alright, Shermer. You are in trouble, son. Gonna go ahead and fight Brooke as well. So there we go. They're actually gonna attack Bernie. Not Bernie. Alright. One of our guys is wounded. Not too important at this juncture. And as you can see, they're running now. So I'm going to get Canfield over here. I'm probably going to have these guys just open fire. I don't want them to charge. And I'm going to try to fire at Shermer again. We want to stop these guys from being able to attack the fort at all. And I think that's really the only way we're going to hold the coastal fort and secure a victory against the Union. So there we go, more reinforcements, burn them. But see, when I started this battle, I damaged these units a lot. So that's definitely the key to winning this battle. I know a lot of people were messaging me asking, how do I win the Confederate campaign battle? And it's pretty simple. You really just need to do well in the first part. And then you need to do what I just did. When you get that charge, you've got to charge with your men. You're going to get the uphill advantage, or the downhill charge. And it's going to give you a little bit of a nice little charge. It's going to surprise the hell out of the enemy. And in this case, it may even save you. So actually what I'm going to do now with my cannons, I'm going to fire at the ship. I think it's time to destroy the USS Thomas Freeborn. Or is it Freeborn? It's Freeborn. Time to go to the ophthalmologist. Alright, Terry's still alive. That's just annoying. I don't know. We've got a supply wagon all the way over here. Fair enough. And so we're going to keep firing over here. I'm going to fire at Brooke. Alright, actually he's routing. Let's hit Grant. Again, the idea is not to chase these guys off the field. The idea is to lower their numbers so much that they're ineffective if they try a charge against the fort. And right now, I feel pretty damn safe. I don't know about how you guys feel. I should be getting better cover, though, like right here. Get into the cornfield to deal with Burnham. Still getting some cover, but I get a lot more if I stuck them in right in the middle of that cornfield. And of course, the fire from the fort cannot be underestimated, guys. I think we's going to destroy that ironclad for the Confederacy. No Union Yankee bastard is going to take my fort. Yeah, Burnham is looking pretty rough. A lot of wear and tear there. I'm going to try to get actually into the homes over here. And moving this much is probably not necessary. But as you can see, that cover's increasing. You guys see that? 43%. As soon as he gets to full reload, I might stop, fire, and then go back into the homes. But it's definitely good to have a location like that during this battle. Let's go ahead. Let's expel our rounds. Allen, you've trained for this moment for years. Good shot. Alright, now I'm going to get him into the homes, of course. Now, they're not going to be able to fit into all the homes, but you get the idea. And a definite cover bonus. We could bring Barney over if we want to, but things are going so well. Why waste more men? That's what I say. If we destroyed that damn ironclad, we have. Wonderful. Alright, almost out of ammo. Well, where the hell is our supply wagon? We've got supplies right here. What's wrong with this unit? And I'm going to probably have to get that supply wagon over here eventually. But at this point, we're really free to use that artillery to fire on enemy infantry. And that's exactly what we're going to do. In fact, if we wanted to be extra safe, look at how well Allen is doing against Burnham. We could get right back into the fort and just hang out here. Looks like the enemy got our supply wagon. That sucks, but I think that's the end of the battle. And we've pretty much dealt with the hard part, at least. Oh, Yankee will step into my fort. Burnham, are you trying to lose every single one of your men? Crazy Union bastard. Don't understand this man. Oh, I'm a good old rebel. Beautiful. So actually, Allen could start firing at Grant. I don't like that he's taking massive hits here. So I'm going to move him back. You can see the enemy's got a lot of artillery posted up here in the woods. Great spot for artillery right there on the rim of the woods. I didn't see them for most of the battle. The only reason I saw them is because I played this battle before, so I kind of know what to expect. But here we go. Grant. The notorious Grant. And if you guys watch my Union campaign, which you should, if you've watched this, you'll see that my Grant got wounded. Unfortunately, that's right. I got Grant wounded. I'm a terrible person. I got a future president wounded. So, future president in my alternative history would probably have like one less arm. I don't know. Maybe be kind of badass. Who knows? You know, could be interesting. I do want to bring Bernie over. Yeah, let's bring him. We're not really getting any cover because we're not in the field, but they have so few men left. Can't see how we can lose here. Terry is arriving once again, so I'm going to get Allen back into that building. See, we can really select the trajectory of how we want to face. So we're going to go into this small house, and hopefully that'll be good enough to watch Terry. It looks like he's forming up, or retreating. No, he's retreating. Well, a coward is a coward is a coward, as you know. As my father used to tell me, old Jebediah Johnson Sr., you know, I don't know why I took that name. I just thought that, or Jebediah Law in this case. My earlier character was Jebediah Johnson. I just felt like it was a Confederate name, and I actually have some family members who fought in the Confederacy with that name, which is kind of interesting. There we go. They're advancing again. This is their attempt at a charge. Told you guys, they will continue to try and charge throughout the entire battle, and our job is to stop that charge. They're getting desperate now. Fire, Barney. Good shooting. Wonderful. They're out of there. And I'm just going to keep Bernie there. In fact, he can still fire. Can he? He might still be able to fire at Shermer. If he can, I'm not going to waste his usefulness. And look at that. It looks like Terry's staying back. There's still more than a few seconds left, and of course this is more than a second. They're I think it's like 10 seconds each, is what I'm assuming. So it could be a few minutes, but in this case, we're just going to try to hold. I am going to bring Bernie out because we can afford to. If we couldn't, I wouldn't do this, but we can afford to actually bring him out and do some damage to the enemy. And how are they getting a cover bonus here? 24%? Just because of one tree? Come on now. Grant's also managing to eat up most of that artillery fire. And I'm going to have to move Allen up. I wonder if I get any cover by the fence. Yeah, we get 50%. That's not bad, guys. So, just this once, I'm going to run. I know I always say just this once I'm going to run, and then I do it again and again and again. Fell back that time. But I think it's worth it here, especially to get a nice flanking shot on Grant. There we go. Boom! And apparently we're flanked too. That's because of that goddamn artillery. Don't forget, guys, if you enjoy these Ultimate General Civil War videos, hit that like button. Support the channel by either sending donations to agrippaMaxentius@gmail.com or alternatively by sharing the channel and liking the video, putting your thoughts down below. It always really helps. What do you like about the channel? What do you like about my videos? It's good to know like what you guys enjoy, and that way I can try to replicate it in future videos. I think that makes sense, kind of, sort of. Look at all those dead Federals. Well, I think we held the fort. I'm pretty sure that we accomplished the goal of holding the fort. In fact, just to be safe, I'm sending my boys into the fort. Why risk their lives anymore outside unless the enemy returns? I'm going to send them all in, even Bernie. So we've got a really nice assortment of defenses here, and we also sunk those damn ironclads. Oh, trying to shoot at us. Shoot while our backs are turned. Is that right, Mr. Federal? Understandable. I see how it is. Let's just take a glance across the battlefield here. I love the shell holes in the new game. Just so awesome. And you can see that's a ton of Federals. We also lost a few guys over here when we went over with Bernie, and probably in that engagement when they charged and we countercharged guys. Definitely some losses from bayonets, cracked to the head with the butt of a rifle, etc. In fact, I would assume that a lot of close combat wounds were not fatal because either they didn't get stabbed in the stomach or they got smashed, maybe knocked unconscious, maybe they got a cracked skull, have to walk around slightly worse for the wear, not, maybe 40 IQ points less intelligent than they were before, but at least they would survive, and I'm guessing that that's probably what happens here. But just imagine lying out there, wounded, for this amount of time, and not being able to do a damn thing. So there we go, guys. We won that battle. We're going to finish, and it is the Potomac Fort. And as you can see there, we did pretty damn well. Casualties on the enemy side, 3,500. On our side, 1,821. I'm going to take a look at my units. Not bad. You boys did good. Oh, camper. And also a lot of promotions here, but I got a lot of wounded guys just because of the intensity of the battle, the intensity of the close combat. But they'll be back eventually. Of course, I'm not doing the Confederate campaign yet, but I did want to bring you guys the Potomac Fort battle, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, guys. I also hope this helps you guys that were having issues with the Confederate campaign battle. Take care, and have an awesome, awesome day.